Let's have a look at some questions from the NSC paper for Geography Paper 1 of November 2023. This is question number 1.1, where it says refer to the sketch of a synoptic weather map. Complete the statements in column A with the options in column B. Write only the letter Y or Z next to the question number in the answer book. So I'm going to just quickly have a look at question 1.1.1 and 1.1.5 to show you how the lesson in this video would have enabled you to successfully answer these two questions. So 1.1 says that the synoptic weather map illustrates typical winter or summer conditions. If you look at the synoptic weather map, you need to focus on the pressure cell that is found over the interior of South Africa. In this case, it is a low pressure cell, which means that the pressure has gone low because the temperature has gone higher. So pressure decreases, temperature increases. In this case, the answer is Z, summer, because during the summer months when the temperature increases, the pressure decreases. Question 1.1.5, it says the northeasterly wind at Durban is influenced by the anti-clockwise or clockwise circulation of air. So this is the weather station at Durban. The closest pressure cell to this is a high pressure cell. If a low pressure produces clockwise rotation of air around the center, then a high pressure cell produces anti-clockwise movement of air around the central high pressure. So in this case, the option would be Y, anti-clockwise. Question 1.2 of that same question paper, November 2023, is a multiple choice question, and it deals with city climates or urban climates. Question 1.2.7 specifically reads that the wind direction from the rural area to the urban area is influenced by something temperatures and something air pressure in the urban areas. If we focus there on the urban area, the question wants us to focus on temperature and it wants us to focus on air pressure, and this question is testing our knowledge on the relationship between temperature and air pressure. If you look at the graph here, if you look at the diagram here, you'll notice that the higher pressure is found in the urban area. Your rural area is only 8 degrees Celsius. Your urban area is 14 degrees Celsius. So what we need to understand here is low temperature, higher pressure, higher temperature, lower pressure. So for this question, the wind direction from the rural area to the urban area is influenced by warmer temperatures, but also lower pressure. Remembering under the pressure gradient force, that wind blows from high to low. That high because of lower temperatures, and that low because of the higher temperatures. So in this case, in your urban areas, your temperatures are warmer, but your pressure is lower. So that would be Roman numeral number 1 and 4. And in this case, it would be option B. Lastly, I want to focus on question 1.5, which says to refer to the sketches below on berg winds. So this first diagram here shows us berg wind conditions, and for berg wind conditions we require high pressure over the interior of the country and a low pressure along the coastline. Please notice that the wind direction here is northwesterly, and that's created by the clockwise rotation of the wind around the low pressure. I only want to look at question 1.5.2. It says which sketch, A or B, represents the formation of berg winds. You've got sketch A, you've got sketch B. Sketch A is showing you that the wind is originating at the Indian Ocean and it's blowing towards the interior of the country. For this situation to develop, we need a high pressure along the coast and a low pressure in the interior of the country. So high pressure here, low pressure there, in order for the wind to move from the ocean to the interior. However, we notice that on the diagram, our high pressure is over the interior of the country and our low pressure is along the coast, which means that if the high pressure is over the interior of the country and the low pressure is along the coast, then under the pressure gradient force, the wind is going to blow from high down the mountains to a low pressure, which means that diagram B represents our berg wind.